We're back! And I have a lot of energy because I'm on 2 cups of coffee and it's a long day ahead of editing and everything else. So we're about to do the shoe review. And so I guess when you grab the Hare 7s, I want to say that would probably be the first shoe that we want to review, especially the 2014 custom year.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, nice shoe. Everything is beautiful with it. I'm going to probably, dabble in the Hare 6s when they come out. That's the only other shoe I would compare the Hare 7s to is the Hare 6s.
Okay.
And the reason I say that, and I have the Hare ones. I have the original Hare ones that dropped in 09. Still to this day.
You trying to sell them?
No.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Everybody's sure until you say the right number.
Hey, I'm guaranteed. I got the Olympic ones that came out in 08, right after Ike.
Everybody,
There's no...
Nothing's for sale until you say the right number.
There's no number for me to sell shoes.
You sure?
I've already argued this on 3 episodes. I don't like selling shoes. I like having my inventory so y'all can see it first. There's no number that can make me sell my Hare ones.
I can put my debit card on the table.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. And so, the Hare 7's a cool shoe.
Yeah,
I might get the Hare 6s. I'm debating it, depending on how everything goes in Austin and, playing for Austin. But another shoe. So, the Yeezy.
Yes,
350.
Yes, sir.
Earth. I'm not going to lie. I was iffy on Earth.
Okay.
And I say that because I have Turtle Dove.
Okay.
So I was iffy on Earth, but I love this right here. The difference. And that's what made me like Yeezys, because they're different. In comparison to seeing everything re-release and restock and everything. It's a different shoe. And especially it looked like chocolate. Yeah,
so actually what drew me to them, the 350, so I'm a fan of 350s. This is my first pair of Yeezys, not big on the 700s, the 500s, the 380s, the 250s?
Yeah, 250s.
Not big on them. But the 350s, I've always been a fan of them. They look like a comfortable ass shoe.
I can agree.
They always just even when they first released the first pair of Yeezys, I was like, not the Nike Yeezys, obviously.
But the Adidas.
Yeah, the Adidas Yeezys, they always look like a comfortable ass shoe. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna rock with a pair. And then they came out with these. I think it was the Desert Sages.
Yeah. The
Turtle Doves, the Zebras.
Turtle Dove was first. Turtle Dove and the black ones was first.
Yeah. So the black ones, that's what I want.
Good luck.
The black, bruh. Do you know how hard it is to get them hoes?
Yes, that's why I'm glad I got a pair of Turtle Doves, and I'm glad I got them at the right time because somebody was letting go of them because they was moving back to San Marcos.
Okay.
So my brother, who I was with earlier, had them, and he's like, I can't fit them. They're size, believe it or not, they're a size 10.5, but they fit like a 12.
Bruh, these.
So
I think those are size 10.5. I can't see the box.
I think they're 11.
Oh, well. But yeah, bruh, they fit so perfect. You can do anything in that shoe.
I feel it.
You can literally do anything in Yeezy. You can dress them up. Those were the kicks of the day. With the custom AP fit. You can run in them. I paid $350 for them, so I'm not running in them. You feel me? But you can. They comfortable for everything. I love them. I love them shoes so much.
And then the last shoe we're gonna review for today is my babies,
the 700s.
And look, thanks to Trusted Kicks. I ain't gonna lie, this is right after homecoming.
Got both of these are trusted. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Trusted Kicks.
Shout out to Trusted Kicks. But literally, these were there on the Instagram. We left TSU. They were 200. I was like, they're a size 11. I was like, fuck it. I wear size 12, but they still fit fine. I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
But these are actually comfortable as well. I don't like the time. That's just me. But the shoe itself, it's like the 350s. They're really comfortable.
See, I think that would be the only reason. That would be the only reason I wear a pair of 700s. Everybody keep telling me they hella comfortable, but I can't get with it. I can't get.
Is it the colorway or is it how it's built?
It's the build of the shoe. I'm not into bulky sneakers, bro.
But see, and I
people been rocking the Filas and the Champs, and
I'm gonna tell you why I like bulky sneakers. I have a wide foot, so it helps me. That's why I don't like certain pair of ones because they're not wide. They're not breathable. They're not wide enough for my feet.
See, that's why you'll never catch me a pair of Zoom ones. Because the Zooms, I had one pair, I sold them 3 days later. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. But see, that makes sense now why you like the 8s so much. Because the 8s
are like walking on a cloud.
On me. Them and the turbo green ones.
Oh yeah.
Those are
not pine green, not the disrespectful piece of shit.
Nah, fuck them.
But the turbo greens.
Them hoes literally got the the shit like in like the mattress.
Yes.
Boy, so when you walk on them,
Ooh, walking on a cloud.
Boy, them hoes is wonderful.
But now we get to the seriousness, and you know we got our cigars, we got our sneakers. So in your personal expression, I know we're gonna put some B-roll of the videos that you can post, that you can legally post.
Yeah.
And so that way we can talk about what's going on in Houston and how everything is perceived. Because you can see one thing through the eyes of the news, but it's the independent people who are actually recording and actually going out there, especially the 60,000 that are showing us what's really going on when the cameras are off.
Yeah. So I mean, so I got the message from one of my homeboys. He was like, "Hey, I know you said you getting back into it because you know after I left TSU, after I graduated, I retired from NAACP. I retired from protesting. After 2 years as president, I was tired.
You needed a mental break. I completely vouch for that.
Yeah, I took a year off. You know, from well, I didn't take a year off from like fighting for civil justice and stuff like that. But I did take a year off from like actually like the organization and everything, and just like kind of doing my own thing.
Of course.
But I was like. Back in February, I was like, let me re-up on my membership. I've been out the game too long, and I feel stagnant. So my homeboy sent me a link to the. He was like, "Hey, here's the flyer. We going to Discovery Green at 3:00. Be at my house at 2." I said, "Cool." A lot of people were worried about losing their job and stuff. Luckily, my job, they were cool about it. They actually canceled our staff meetings so people could go to the protest.
That's good because you don't hear that often.
Yeah, you don't. And that was really surprising to me. But shout out to my school and our whole like network for that, because one thing that we pride ourselves in, and one of the reasons why I took this job versus the other job I was offered when I graduated, was the fact that the school fights for social justice.
That's amazing.
So yeah. I told my principal, he hit me up and he hit all of us up and he was like, "So what you trying, like if y'all trying to go, we'll cancel the staff meeting, whatever, just be safe out there." So I was like, "Okay, cool." I linked up with my homeboy, we got to the protest. So on the way to the protest, everything was cool. You had the march, and you'll see the footage in the B-roll of some small recordings. I don't do a whole lot of recording when I'm protesting because my mind is in the zone.
Exactly. Once you protest, and I understand it, it's more about
it's about the cause, it's not about being seen.
Exactly, and that's what I want to. That's why I didn't. Not that I didn't go. That's why I wouldn't bring my camera.
Yeah, and I mean, so don't get me wrong. So Shannon was out there, Niecy was out there, and I applaud them for bringing their cameras and stuff, because some of the stuff, the things that were happening out there, the true story did need to be recorded. The true story did need to be seen.
Facts.
And we're gonna get into why that is in here in a second. But the real story did need to be seen and need to be heard. Voices need to be heard. You know what I mean? But so we get to Discovery Green. You got people offering face masks. You got people offering snacks and water. And, doing their part on the protest. And I respect those people.
Shout out to them.
If you're not like, there's a whole side to this organizing thing. If you're not a marcher, if you're not a protester, that's fine. You don't have to be out there, marching with us step for step.
Of course.
But, do your part. And as long as you did your part, you can, it's not even about you closing your eyes and knowing that you did what you were supposed to do. But, we respect you. We appreciate you. Everybody that was out there, shout out to you. You the real MVP. Mm-hmm. And somebody handed me some fruit snacks. I ain't gonna lie, them houses bomb.
Hey, you gotta get what you can get.
You feel me? People's out there handing out pizza, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. Much respect to them. So we marched from Discovery Green to City Hall, and they had the speeches. You had Trader Truth out there. You had Reverend Lawson out there,
of course,
speaking. The mayor was out there. Everybody was speaking. They said their piece and everything. And again, you'll see some of those pictures in the B-roll. But the real protest didn't start until after we left City Hall.
Why?
Because when we left City Hall, I'm gonna be real with you. When we left City Halls, we was with the shits.
Of course, you got to be with the shits when you're protesting.
We was with the shits on our way there, but we was like, this is for the family. But when we really went out there to march against police brutality and injustice in our justice system, that's when everything really started. You seen who was really out there and who was really about it when we got there. My watch was dead, so I have no idea. I'm about to guess the time frames. So this was about 5:15, 5:30.
Okay.
So we out there, we start protesting and everything. The police are, they're lined up and everything. They all together. and then we're face to face with them.
Of course.
We had some people out there saying bullshit. It was this one white dude out there recording, talking about, oh, he looks racist and he looked racist. Like, he was really out there trying to bait people. Okay. And I was like, okay, you full of shit, bro. Like, really get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. And then people started throwing water bottles at the police. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for the revolution. I'm all for the rioting. I'm off. Well, I say, well, yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm with the shits. Don't get me wrong, I'm with the shits. But what I don't fuck with is senseless shit. Like, people just doing shit to fucking do it.
I completely understand.
Because whoever threw that water bottle in the back, like, they was in the back. And they was some pussies.
Not to cut you off, but I just had a conversation with someone about that. Like, if you're gonna throw it, why you throwing it in the back in a crowd of people when you could just be up front throwing it?
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. I'll clean it up.
It's all good.
But it's better you be in the front. So.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna really be about that action, say what you gotta say, state your case, stand on 10 toes down, and if you got something to say to the cops, go say it to their face.
I agree.
Because the people that was throwing stuff in the back, what they didn't realize, and I don't know if they realized or not, but they was just poking that bear, poking the dragon. Because once they threw that last water bottle, what they didn't know is that the people in the front line, we was getting sprayed. We got pepper sprayed like twice.
Shit.
Yeah. Like, that shit burned.
I believe
like, it. I had somebody sit on Kenneth's pepper spray in undergrad, and that shit, it sucks. You know, you cough,
yeah,
and you leave the room and you go on about your day. Mm-hmm. That shit, like, the officer angled that shit in such a way, that shit went under my glasses, because you know you're supposed to have protective shit on. Okay. That shit went under my glasses, directly into my eyes, on my arm, my neck, actually both of my arms, my neck, like, all that shit. Next thing you know, you just see a crowd of people, we all just, you know, we run back. Mm-hmm. And we just trying to, you know, people got milk, people got, you know, water and shit, pouring it in our eyes, pouring it in our faces and everything like that, trying to make sure that we're good. So they did all of that. Next thing you know, once we can see again, once we can, you know, once we were like back.
Once you regroup.
You know, once we regroup, we back in the front lines.
Of course.
Like, we were there. That's what we came to do.
Of course.
Yeah, the pepper spray sucks, but we're here. You gonna see us. You gonna feel us today. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So we was there, and we out there. We back at it. We good. You know, the cops start saying something over the speaker, megaphone or whatever. They had some cops posted at the on the top of building.
I saw that, and I felt like they were snipers, but that's not.
Nah, bro. No.
Okay.
They wasn't snipers. Snipers aren't supposed to be seen.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
And we saw all of them. It was like 5 or 6 of them up there with binoculars. They were just trying to see how much the shit escalated so they could take their action. Mm-hmm. They had Texas police out there, like state of Texas police out there, and then I think Harris County was out there, but HPD, they was walled off everywhere.
Houston police.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Harris County, of course, Harris County starts with an H, and people that are watching might not know this, but Harris County is the bigger area in Houston.
The greater Houston
area, and Houston itself has its own police. So there's 2 different police organizations. So I want to make that clear so that people that don't know Houston or have never been or want to come can understand.
Yeah. So the Houston Police Department, they were walled off. They had the horses out there and everything. Why, I don't know. It was niggas standing on buses. It was like 15, 20 niggas standing on top of a metro bus. Like,
that is the most unsafest place to be, but I get the
niggas,
point.
Yeah, we was out there. Like,
y'all was with the shits. I understand.
Yeah. So all that happened. Like I said, we got back to the front line and everything. We still up there. Some of y'all may have seen the picture. It's a dude screaming in the police officer's face.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I was right there. Actually, me and him almost fought. So
that's a B story. That's a bonus story for later.
Yeah,
we'll record that too, but I'm not gonna record it in this shot.
Yeah. No. But he was just, you know, he was passionate. Mm-hmm. He was very passionate. I respected his passion and everything. But you know, we was basically trying to help him not get hit.
Of course.
Because as soon as he went to yelling in the police officer's face, I seen that same officer grab his baton real tight, pull out, and he was ready to swing. So I tried to push him back, and then he tucked it back in a little bit. But then, you know, he went back up there, he cooled down or whatever. He came back, he went back to yelling and everything. But at that point, I couldn't stop him because I felt his pain, I felt his passion.
I mean, we all feel.
We all, you know, we're tired, so we all felt that passion. That's the reason we was out there. Mm-hmm. at some point, me and my friends we had linked back up. So I found them or whatever. We were like, okay, you good, we good. Okay, everybody's okay, cool. All right, let's start getting ready to go. I lost them again. That's when I seen Shannon and Niecy.
Okay.
I lost them again because the state troopers that came out there and because they heard the flashbang. They threw a flashbang. Or whatever the fuck that shit called.
Nah, that's right.
Yeah, they threw the flashbang. So when we heard that, the state troopers were out there and they came out the building because they had a bunch of officers, HPD, Harris County, and state troopers that were all in the building. They came out and then they got on the lines or whatever. And one of them, I stopped them. I said, "Hey, what the fuck are y'all really doing here?" He was like, "We're just here to make sure shit don't go south."
Okay.
And I was like, why y'all stopping? I was like, what are we doing that's so unlawful that where y'all got to come out here? He was like, nothing y'all doing is unlawful. Everything y'all doing is good. He was like, we want y'all to continue protesting. And this was a white officer.
Hey,
White officer. And I'm like, okay, dog. I ain't gonna call you my nigga, but I ain't my nigga.
Yeah.
So he was like, everything y'all doing is good. We just trying to make sure that everything is cool. So we was like, okay, cool. So they seen some people saying that the officers were in there. They went to go rush the building and everything. I'm like, hey, yo, nah. They want us to keep going, so let's keep going. Like, not because let's do what the cops say, fuck them, but, you know, they with the shits, we with the shits, let's be with the shits. So we go back to our protests and everything, and you heard over the megaphone, they was like, get out the street before, or we about to start arresting and force will be used, blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, they saying get out the streets. We getting everybody out the streets already.
Okay.
Streets were damn near clear by that time.
Okay.
So we getting out the street and everything. We get to the sidewalk, and they get into a formation. They start marching toward us, and we're like, okay, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? They walled all of us off. Like blocked us in. With like, it was maybe in each group because it was a different group. It was like maybe like 7 or 8 different pockets of this happening.
Okay.
But they walled us off. And had us stuck on a building, and we was just like, we just trying to leave, we just trying to go home, you know, we just trying to get out of here.
Of course.
And they didn't say nothing, but like I seen one dude, he pushed to get out, or he was trying to leave, and they threw us back in. And every time somebody tried to get out, they would tighten up, and they would force us in until they forced us into this like small like enclosure on the sidewalk up against this building. And they hold on.
Go ahead. I understand. It's a lot.
You know,
it's a lot.
It's not bad for $3.
But no. I mean, what you're saying.
No, I'm saying this.
Oh.
It's not bad for $3. But so they, like I said, they walled us off and everything, blah blah blah, and they started snatching. So at first, they was going in like grabbing niggas. I seen them, like, you seen the movie 300, huh?
Yeah, I seen 300.
So you know how like they had the shields, and then they would open up and then close back. They was
300 tactics.
Boy, what?
Wow.
This is Sparta, my nigga. The way they was pulling us out. So first person that got snatched, dude on a bike. Can't say his name. Shout out to my homie John Doe. That's literally what they put on his records when they booked him. Shout out to my homie John Doe. They snatched, like, 2 officers snatched his bike, 2 officers snatched him, 1 officer snatched his bag off of him, and another officer snatched his camera all at once. So they
mobbed him.
Yeah, they mobbed this. They mobbed, bro. And then people were getting snatched, and they were being forceful. We were all just standing there, and they were being forceful. It was some white girls in a link of like 4 or 5 of them. They linked together. I don't know. I think because they thought that was white, that, you know, shit wasn't gonna happen. But nah, they snatched straight out. Like, what? So then it was this black lady. She was an officer, and she told him. She told me and a couple others. She was like, "Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Everybody in here is getting arrested. Everybody here is getting arrested. They're using force, and here's what I'll do, and here's what I need you to do. I'm gonna go talk to them, tell them that they can't be using force on y'all, because y'all aren't, you know, you're not combative.
Of course.
But what I need you to do is let people know, yes, you're getting arrested. You know, the easier you make this arrest, the easier, you know, it is when you go in, and the easier it is, you know, it's gonna be for you to get out.
Of course.
And the less charges you're going to have to fight.
Of course.
So I was like, I went back, I turned around, I told everybody, they was talking, people was yelling. I said, hey, everybody shut the fuck up. Look, we getting arrested. Like, at this point, there's no fighting that. We getting arrested. We got to go.
Of course.
This is it's gonna happen. Like, we can't go home. We're not going home tonight.
Of course. But
what I need from y'all, and it's the same thing y'all gonna get from me, what I need from y'all is I need y'all to not fight these officers. No, I don't, yes, they deserve it. 100%, yes, they deserve it.
Of course.
They on their bullshit, like, yes, they deserve that shit. But at this point, I wasn't thinking about the officers. Fuck them. I need each and every one of y'all to make it home to y'all family safe.
Of course, we don't need no more right now.
Yeah, so I told them that. I called my mom. Well, I texted my mom. I said, if I get arrested, text this number. And they gave us a little bit of time. So I had a little bit of time while they was snatching other people. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I said, hey, we going to jail, I was the next one that got took. Okay. They took me. They ended up taking a few other people that I know.
Can't say no names, but I understand.
Can't say no names. I'm glad they got out. I've hit all of them up. We're all out. Everybody that I knew from TSU was out. So,
okay,
that's good. Mm-hmm. At least we're out for now.
Yeah.
I mean, what they arrested us with is some bullshit, but let me be on this show after July 2nd,
After July 2nd, when I get back in town, before I leave, I'll try to get another interview. Or probably a part 3, part 2, depending on how you look at the video. But
yeah, so they snatched us. They held us. We were handcuffed. My shit was too tight. I got bruises on my wrists. I still can't feel my left thumb. I got bruises on my forearms and shit. They cuffed me way, way, way too tight. And they held us there at Discovery Green for a minute. And then a couple hours later, they put us on the transport bus, which you'll also see faces blurred out.
Of course. I'll blur out the faces.
I think John Doe in there too. Can't tell you who he is, but he there. Mm-hmm. So they put us on the transport bus. Luckily, my bus was one of the first mass groups to go. Okay. So that plays a part into the story a little bit later when we was getting out. Mm-hmm. But they put us in the bus and we went to the municipal court area. You know what I'm talking about? Downtown.
Downtown.
So we went there and they got us off the bus and lined us up. They had the women in front, and then they took our cuffs off, let us stretch for a little bit because I don't know if any of y'all ever been handcuffed. That shit hurt your shoulders, bruh. Like all up here, be tired as hell. So they took us. We got off the bus. We went inside. They took the cuffs off. They searched us again for some reason. I forgot to say they searched us the first time, but they searched us again. Of course. And they took us into the old gym, and they held us there for a while. Okay. They lost my wallet, so they had to fingerprint me to ID me. They got mad at me because they lost my wallet, and they got mad at me for getting mad at them. So they cuffed me back, and then they put me back in holding. So we was there till about. There we go. We was there till like midnight. Okay. And then at midnight, they took us back. They took us to the new jail, and they had to search us again. Blah blah blah. Gave us a face mask, and then they took us upstairs, where they held us until we were getting out. Now, at this point, I think it was around 2 a.m. when we actually got into our final holding spot. Okay. And one of the officers said it, like she said straight up. She was like, "Look, we're fully staffed and we don't have enough space to take y'all in, so y'all gonna sit here until y'all get out, and until y'all see the judge, until whatever happens." So we sat there, and we literally sat there. We got, they have the phone or whatever. You can make your phone call, blah blah blah, next to the in the seats. Mm-hmm. Had to call collect, Of course. Got to pay some people back for those. Shout out to the people that answered the phone. No, shout out to my lawyer, real one. Shout out to my mom, my sister's for answering the phone. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But they held us there until they processed our paperwork. We have to go through pre-trial. The girls have to go in there to see the judge. The guys, well, at least I know in my group, we didn't go in there to see the judge. We just went through pre-trial, and then so let me give you some time frames. I told you we got there at 2 in the morning. They didn't get my paperwork until 9:26
A.M.
a.m.
So you was up all night.
I got arrested at 7 p.m.
That's almost a whole 12 hours. Wow.
14, my brother.
Oh yeah, 14. My bad.
14 hours, my brother.
Damn.
So yeah, they held us there. I got my paperwork or whatever. And then I sat there. I watched them bring in more groups, 20 at a time, like flooding. So around, I'm gonna say like noon, maybe. I don't know. I didn't have a watch.
Of course.
There was no clocks there.
Of course.
But around noon, we got. I got my paperwork. They called me and they said that I was about to leave. So I was like, okay, cool. That took about 45 to an hour. And next time I checked, it was about 1 o'clock, and I was out. I mean, so I'm one of the few people that I'm very lighthearted about everything. So I'm not gonna act like it wasn't a traumatic experience. But me and everybody that came in with me, at least, and everybody I knew that was there, we was gonna make the best of the situation. I mean, we were in jail. Yes. Did people cry? Yes. Were people tired? Yes. Were we up all night? Yes. You know, were we held there? Yes. Did they throw us in the tank though? No. Okay. You know, one dude got took to a cell though, because he was pissing the officers off. That shit was funny. He was roasting the fuck out of them from the moment we got arrested, like from the moment we got cuffed until they took him away from us. Okay. This nigga was firing they asses up.
Damn.
For hours. Mind you, I told you we didn't get to the first holding facility until like 11.
Yeah, I remember.
Like 10 or 11. 4 hours straight of him firing each cop he saw the fuck up. He asked one of them, he was like, "You went to high school? You like an educated man?" The officer said, "Nah." He was like, "Damn, you don't even gotta have a GED to be in this shit? Ah, you ain't shit." He was like, "Damn."
Not funny, but
he was like, funny. "Now look at you and look at me. I'm in law school. What the fuck?" He was like, "How much you get paid?" And one of them was like 30,000. He's like, "You doing all this shit for $30,000? Boy, you ain't shit. You a bitch and a half." Boy, when I tell you we was rolling in this house, this nigga was funny as fuck, firing their ass up the entire time, bro.
But at least we're glad to have you out.
Shit, I'm glad to be out. The first thing everybody said when we got out was like, "Fuck, I need a blunt," and I don't even smoke.
It was that stressful.
Like what we said, we was all like, we looked at each other. We was like, "Fuck, I need a blunt." Somebody played T Grizzly first day out. We was wild.
We about to take a quick break to close out the bonus show, and we'll be right back. Yeah.